What's good, people? What are you telling me? Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, Carabao Cup. Chance to go to the semi-finals, lift some silverware. It's been a long time, a very, very long time. If you're a veteran Arsenal fan like me, then this kind of feels like, not that important in the grand scheme, micro things of Arsenal history. But in the short reign, is in the micro of Arsenal, being Arteta's reign of Arsenal, this cup is huge. This would be his first piece of silverware. So I don't think it's something we can downplay or he can downplay. We have to go to get this piece of trophy. However, I still think because of what Arsene Wenger done at Arsenal and what I would love a lot of teams have adopted since then is playing their second team or a lot of youngsters. I feel like that mentality needs to continue. I don't think we can't put our first team really and truly due to injuries and due to the focus on the league and the focus on the Champions League. They should be the first and foremost priorities of the club, of the manager, of the players, really and truly, and the fans. But it would be nice if we could get a Carabao Cup under our belts, a chance to go to Wembley and actually jump around and lift some silverware. So, that being said, we've got Crystal Palace. Eze played a blinder against them before, but this is a cup game. All form goes out of the window. However, Eze has featured quite well in the previous games. We beat Port Vale 2-0 and we beat Brighton 2-0. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we could beat Palace 2-0. Be a good scoreline. But looking at Palace, I was watching Palace play against Leeds, where I was watching the game on Saturday. They had the Palace game on as well. And Leeds were they really hurt Palace with the long throws, the set pieces, the corners, free kicks. Well, mainly the corners and throw-ins. Palace really struggled defence-wise. Loads of bookings, and the form hasn't been great. So that was 4-1 to Leeds. Leeds are in a good run of form, especially Calvert-Lewin. But anyway, yeah, Palace lost that 4-1. They drew either 1 or 2 in Europe. They lost to Man City 3-0. The last 3 games, yeah, they haven't had a great run of form. So they beat, who did they beat? They beat Fulham in the London derby. And I think they beat Burnley as well, if I remember correctly. And they won other game in Europe as well. But this game here, it's definitely got Eze started in it. It's against Palace, so I want Eze to start, but at the same time, it's the Carabao Cup. He should have been playing against Everton. Odegaard should be playing in this game. I feel like Odegaard's missing that spark. He's missing something. The through ball for Gyökeres that he played, absolutely atrocious. That's not Odegaard. He doesn't play balls like that. It's like he did it on purpose or something. It's crazy. But anyway, we're going to move on. We're not going to dwell. We've got 3 points. We're top of the league for Christmas. That's all that matters. So my starting lineup for... I did write this down, sorry, because there's a lot going on. I think we should stick Raya in goal. He had nothing to do. He had nothing to do against Everton. In various games, he's literally not been called upon. So I don't see why he shouldn't play Raya in this game. It's techie because you'd think we could bring in Ben White and Mascara, etc., etc. But these guys are injured. So it's going to be probably Timber again, unfortunately. I think we could probably bring in Salmon, though. He featured in the game previously. I wrote him down. Salmon at centre-back. Maybe, it's tough. Do you play Saliba to get him match fit? I think he looked right against Everton. I think Nkapia could probably play another game or two, but don't want to overstretch him, don't want to overwork him. But again, these is why we brought these players in. So I think Nkapia and Salmon go centre-backs for me. Right back, Timber. Left back, Lewis Skelly. Then the 3 in midfield. I hope he plays Wanyeri, Mourinho, and Norgard. Sorry, yeah, those 3. I think he had Mourinho as captain last time. I'd even go as far as putting Eze as captain. Eze can captain the side. Or Mourinho's Spanish. He may feel that he can translate better to Mourinho. I don't see Mourinho as a captain myself personally. But I want to see those three in midfield. Norgard sitting as the CDM and then pulling the strings, Ranieri and Mourinho. And then on the right and the left, see another thing, bringing in Max Dalman would have been nice. He's also injured. I feel like he has to play Noni Madueke, rest Saka, Noni on the right, and Martinelli on the left. Rest rest Trossard. Up top, the Anus. Anus. I don't think it should be given to Jesus. I feel like Jesus should be staying for the Premier League. And then if Anus is coming off after 77 minutes or 70 minutes, yeah, it is Anus. I thought I was saying his name wrong. Bring on Jesus, leave Gyökeres, rest him as well. And that should be the starting lineup. I think it's a no-brainer really. I don't think we should see Eze playing in this game. I don't want to see Eze in this game. I mean, I feel like I don't want to talk about the other game, but I feel it's bad that we didn't see Madueke and Eze feature. Very strange in my opinion. And I feel like this is where the battles are going to start mentally with me, Arsenal and Arteta, because I don't know if Arteta's got the in-game management and how to manage players that well. I personally just don't have the confidence in him. I have the confidence in the players, but I feel like the only thing that can stop Arsenal winning these cups and the league is Mikel Arteta. Even in the last game, sorry, he only brought on Martinelli and he brought on Jesus. And in my eyes, to me, for the last 3 seasons, we've really struggled with players like Martinelli, Odegaard, Trossard, Havertz. They haven't been able to produce the goods to get us over the line in any tournament we've played in, any cups, any leagues. So that's why we were looking at it saying we need to get backups and we need to kind of rotate and get other first team players that can actually get us over the line. So then when we're playing Everton and it's 1-0 and we're struggling, why would you bring on Jesus and bring on Martinelli? It's like we've got Eze and we've got he brought Mourinho as well, isn't it? Yeah, he brought Mourinho. And it's like we've got Eze and Madueke. Like either you don't trust the man them or there's something about those players that you just, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. Because to me, Eze goes straight in for Odegaard. Odegaard didn't have a great game. He had an absolute stinker in my eyes. He plays okay, but okay is not good enough. We need to be better. We've seen okay. What happens when you play okay? You come second. We don't want to come second again. So it's a real tough one. I'm going to predict anyway, score for Tuesday night is going to be 2-0. I think we beat Brighton 2-0, we beat Port Vale 2-0. So no reason why we can't get 2 goals against Palace. I don't know, Palace won't field the first team either. I don't think anyone has during this Carabao tournament so far. So I can't see it happening again on Tuesday, 8 p.m. kickoff, another late one. But hey, I'm enjoying these late kickoffs. I really do. It's something to do in the evening. It's entertainment. And yeah, the Carabao Cup, it's looked upon as a little man's cup. But me, I think it's a huge trophy for Arsenal this season. Massive statement for us to win this tournament. Massive to go to Wembley. When was the last time we went to Wembley? I remember when we used to go to Wembley back in the day and I would get bored and be like, it's just another FA Cup. And now it's like, it'd be huge for us to win a cup. Absolutely massive. So nothing to look down on, nothing to, say that it's too small for us because at the end of the day, like I said, a lot of these players haven't won any silverware. Arteta hasn't won any silverware. So we go grab this with both hands. Hopefully Ranieri's ready for this game. He's hardly had any minutes. Anus hasn't played since the last game. Dalman's now injured. Yeah, it's just this, and this is partly down to me, the man management of Arteta, where Ranieri's not getting no minutes, Skelly's not getting no minutes, Anus isn't getting no minutes, Eze's here and there. Mourinho, unfortunately, he's done the goods for us, and still he's just relegated to the bench again. It's tough. It's tough to watch, man. It really is. I don't feel that there's enough rotation. You know, we get plenty of subs every game, and for me, I know I'm going off on the tangent, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't go off on a tangent. Let's focus on the game at hand. Play our best side, but rest players that we see fit. Maybe even start Mourinho up front and put Eze in at the 10 with Norgard and Ranieri. That's a good little fit there, you know. And yeah, Mourinho up front. If he doesn't want to play a noose, there's another option we got. We've got these options now. But yeah, guys, what are you guys telling me? Let me know in the comments. Like, share. All importantly, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you Tuesday after the game for my post-match reaction. Peace.